Опять заплатил 100 тысяч за курс? Стоп. Знакомься. ssl.band. Здесь курсы инфо-цыган сливаются бесплатно. Бизнес, психология, шитье, кулинария, фитнес, языки, десятки тысяч материалов. От школьника до пенсионера найдется все. Без VPN. Без ограничений. Один платеж. И доступ навсегда. Уже сотни тысяч умных людей качают премиум знания за копейки. Заходи на ssl.band, регистрируйся за 30 секунд и забирай все. Этот курс ты уже скачал отсюда. Представь, что там еще есть.
Okay, let's go to the manifestation challenge. What the manifestation challenge is, you're going to set yourself for success. Now, for the first week of, from whenever you want to start it, for the first week you are going to walk in your 3D, keeping in mind, so you're going to remember yourself over and over again, that everyone you encounter in your 3D reality is just your creation, is just your puppet. They don't have a life of their own, okay? When you see someone eating an ice cream, you will get it to your head that they are unable to experience the taste of ice cream. They are just marionettes walking, robots walking on the street. They are unable to experience the touch of another. They are not source of any experience at all. So basically, you are going to walk in your 3D, understanding and accepting the fact they are your specific puppets. The buildings are just put here as a background environment, as a background scenery, okay? You view a couple, you view them holding hands. You're going to understand they are not actually experiencing love. They are not actually experiencing a relationship, the touch of their hands. They are not actually walking, breathing, or doing anything. They are just here for entertainment purposes. The only one experiencing something is you. So for a week, you walk in your 3D and you view everything as dead, soulless, as not experience anything. Now, this is the good part. When you do this, you're going to observe that you will understand there is no more competition. There is no more craving. There is no more jealousy of someone having something that you don't have. Because when in your 3D, it appears that someone has something, it's not actually them having it. You put it there for yourself. It's your creation. If someone has something, it's just because you manifested it. You manifested them having that someone. And not to give it to them, but rather to give yourself the idea of how it would feel like to have something. Let's say, for example, I see a camper out here in my 3D, okay? I view it in my 3D, and if I were not aware of the fact that I'm the sole creator of the whole thing that I see here, of the whole thing that my eyes perceive, I would have been mistakenly assuming that those people have the experience of being in a camp, okay? Of being in a campsite, whatever, a trailer. But they're not actually in a trailer. They're not actually experiencing life in a trailer. That trailer is created for me, so that I could come up with the idea, oh, I want that. I like that. I want to have the experience of being in a trailer and going on roads and, I don't know, going on traveling in a, you know? So the trailer is put here for me. It's put here from me, for me. Now, you can also, I don't know, you can have down the road a couple that she's arguing with the guy and she's calling him names. Well, immediately I understand that I don't want to experience that. So everything in your 3D is created for you to get the idea, for you to understand and select what you want to manifest, what you want to have in your life or not. Okay, so week 1 you do this. If you feel the need to do week 2, also do it. Every time you go and do a new command, a new order, every time you have an idea about yourself, I want you to keep this in mind first. Now, the second part of the challenge, week 2, you're going to walk around in your 3D knowing and observing it from the viewpoint of the creator, of the only creator. The trees are here because I put them here. The grass is here because I put it here. The 3D is not predetermined. Now, a misconception when we are going in our 3D is for us to start guessing. Guessing how is the day going to be? What am I going to expect today? Will the 3D hit me in the face with some fucking circumstance? Now, the point of week 2 of the challenge is for you to get rid of the whole idea that you would ever be guessing. Now, you're not going to wake up in the morning and guessing. You're going to go and start deciding. And I'm going to give you my best example. I was in a trip in Romania a week ago. Well, when you buy the course, it's not going to be a week ago. So I'm not going to put it in time frame. So I've been in a trip in Romania, and I was start wondering and guessing, well, will my parents be home? Because I wanted to have the experience of surprising them. Could they have come to see me? Yes, of course, I did manifest that in the past. But now I wanted to manifest me going on the road and going to see them and it being a surprise for them. And I started guessing. Will they be home? Will they go there? Well, will I find them? If they're not home, and I said, wait a minute, what the fuck am I doing? I decide they're home. Like, I'm not here in the 3D to start guessing where they are, what they're doing, where are they going to be. So I was starting to create a whole chaotic series of scenarios, of ideas, overthinking, micromanaging. And I said, wait, I decide they're going to be home. They're not living anywhere. If they're going to leave, they're going to leave 9:30 in the morning. It was 9 o'clock. And I would reach their house 9 o'clock. And nevertheless, of course, they were home because I decided. And I later asked my mother and I said, when were you going to leave the house? And she said, well, we were going to leave 9:30. Oh, so I manifested when they were going to leave, okay? But by deciding, if I would have continued in my perspective of guessing what would happen in the 3D and what I would do then, of course I wouldn't have found them at their place, okay? Because if you're going out there in the 3D and you're guessing, is my specific puppet going to make a move? Do they love me? Well, if they come here, what am I gonna do? Or if they're not there, then when are they? And when am I going to find them? Or should I call them? Or are they? You're guessing. No, stop. You just decide, okay? Decide is going to be the way you want it. It's going to be the way you want it. So, second week, no more guessing. Walking in the 3D like you own it. Because you do own it. It's your land. It's your territory. You do own it, okay? Week 3. Start deciding what you want. So we've cleared the path. We've made a clear slate for ourselves. We've erased everything that is on the whiteboard. Past assumptions, past beliefs, past perceptions. Now bear in mind, when you were in the habit of doing that, of perceiving the world as real, as free-willed, well, I think it will take longer than a week or 2, so do it as long as you feel like. The manifestation challenge is not a week top. Do the first week for 2 weeks. Do the first week for 3 weeks. Okay? Do it for 1 week and then come back later 3 weeks after and do it again. Okay? So it's a lifestyle. Okay? You might want to do week 2. Well, actually, week 2, you're going to have to do it always. But anyways. So, but the first 2 weeks so the first 2 steps in the manifestation challenge are in order for you to erase the whiteboard, to start drawing different things. Now, you've done it. You've gave yourself a clean slate. You've gave all the puppets in your world a clean slate. And you're going to start doing week 3, which is start giving commands. By the way, commands, you give a command only by desiring something, okay? You don't need to start doing, you're gonna do that, you can go general, okay? Go general. So say, I want this, I want this, I want this. What do I want? Oh, so if I want it, it means I'm gonna get it, right? You're going to start understanding what you want, and you're going to be very selfish about it. That's week 3. And week 4, you're going to keep the attitude of the previous weeks. And week 4 will probably last for your whole life. Okay? So this is the manifestation challenge. Not more to say. Clean the slate, delete everything that you ever knew, start fresh. Now, if I don't want you to think that you've messed up or something. You never mess up, okay? So don't be hard on yourself. This is my first advice. And take it slowly. You don't rush anywhere, right? You're a god. Like, you live forever. You can manifest immortality for yourself, okay? Take it slow. Give yourself, be authentic. Allow yourself to be authentic, okay?
Опять заплатил 100 тысяч за курс? Стоп. Знакомься. ssl.b. Здесь курсы инфо-цыган сливаются бесплатно. Бизнес, психология, шитье, кулинария, фитнес, языки, десятки тысяч материалов. От школьника до пенсионера найдется все. Без VPN. Без ограничений. Один платеж. И доступ навсегда. Уже сотни тысяч умных людей качают премиум знания за копейки. Заходи на ssl.band, регистрируйся за 30 секунд и забирай все. Этот курс ты уже скачал отсюда. Представь, что там еще есть.